on YouTube. Just loaded up all the wheels, did a quick, not even a polish, just really buffed as much of the oxidation that we could out of all the wheels this morning, about 30 to 45 minutes per. Just ran to Walmart, got one of the cheap cones and some turtle wax, some of the rubbing compound. The reason I did that is because in the last video I had mentioned that me and a lady were talking about a set of TSL super swampers, and she was not accepting my offer. Well, lo and behold, I posted that video, and the next day she texted me saying that she accepted my offer. So we ran, grabbed them late last night, actually got an appointment, about to go rip out the valve stems out of the wheels right now. Unfortunately, the place I'm going to that for the valve stems, they don't actually mount used tires, so I have to go to one place to get the valve stems put on, and then another place to actually install the tires, because the place that does the tires doesn't have, or I'm sorry, doesn't carry valve stems and install them. So I go to one shop to get valve stems installed, the other shop to get the tires installed. So that's what we're doing right now. We have to run over there real quick and go ahead and knock that out. Alright, just got back to the house. New valve stems are installed. We're gonna go ahead and load these super swampers up now. Even though they are only 33s, I swear they're like 100 pounds a piece. They're super heavy. So we're gonna go ahead and move these wheels around, throw the tires in the bed, and then we'll go ahead and get these things mounted up. Finally got a little break in the rain. I was trying to record at the wheel and tire shop what was going on, but it was just downpouring. I'll probably have to end up putting them on tomorrow because it's about to start storming here again in a second, but just want to go ahead and get a quick clip for you guys. Definitely want to put them on in this video though, so I'll probably just hold off until tomorrow, get some cool pictures with it. As you can see, all these weights up here, they pretty much gave up on trying to balance these things. At first, they didn't even want to try. They kept assuming the tires were off of a tractor, so they didn't want to balance the wheels and tires because they assumed they came off of a tractor. And I finally told them, like, no, they were going on this truck, which I kind of, you know, the TSL Super Swampers are super aggressive, so I could see why they would assume that. But they tried to bounce them out, but I'll probably end up having to take them somewhere else to get balanced. Alright guys, it's actually the next day. Rain has finally stopped for the moment being. Don't remember really where I left off. Unfortunately, we have to run back up to the tire shop. It was kind of raining yesterday, and I was kind of upset about the weights, which was a whole nother issue. Not even sure if I mentioned it. But we have to run back up to the tire shop. Didn't realize it when I grabbed them, but 2 of the tires are actually put on backwards. So you see, I have all the wheels facing out, as you can see. And if you look at the pattern, they're kind of shape of V, kind of like so. Well, they're all facing, all the treads are facing the same way. So normally that wouldn't be an issue, but since they're directional, 2 will be on the correct side. So if you had these on the driver's side, they would face right. But once we get to the passenger side, I'll kind of roll this one over here so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. So obviously, you'd have to mount it like this, if it'll stay. But you can kind of see you have to mount it like this, because obviously the wheel is facing outwards, and the pattern is going backwards. So on the driver's side, they would be correct, but on the passenger side, they'd be going backwards. So the patterns wouldn't match, is what I'm basically getting at. So I have to take them back up to the tire shop and have them flip the wheel around, and then that way I can then turn the tire, kind of like so, and then the pattern will be facing the correct way. So that is what we're about to do. So now we have to load these tires back up, and unfortunately they are not the lightest. So let's go ahead and knock that out. Made it back from the tire shop, got the tires flipped around, so now we are good to go ahead and install them. I already got the driver rear on. I'll go ahead and show you guys that. I'm trying to record as much as I can, but it's starting to sprinkle again, so I'm trying to do this before the rain starts. So hopefully I'll go ahead and get all these on before the rain starts, and hopefully the next clip you guys see is us cruising down the road with these wheels on. But I already got the passenger side on, or I'm sorry, the driver's side rear on, and it looks really good. Even as dirty as it is, it looks really good. Still not too happy about all these weights on the lip. That's a story for a different day. guys, it's actually been a few more days since that last clip. The weather here in Florida has not been the best. Even today, it's been kind of pretty bad and overcast and rainy. But I want to go ahead and finish up this video and show you guys the new tires. It's been about a week since we bought those wheels, and I told you guys in the last video, the two tires I wanted to run was either a Nitto Mo Grappler or a TSL Super Swamper. The lady ended up getting back to me. We were able to buy the TSL Super Swampers. I've had them on now for about 2 or 3 days. And one of the last clips you guys saw, the tires were actually pointing backwards, which I can kind of say maybe it was my fault. I should have probably told the guys, because I'm assuming they probably don't deal with TSL Super Swampers on a day-to-day basis, so it's probably just a big accident. Luckily the guys were super cool about it. They were struggling with actually balancing the wheels and tires though. I can kind of show you guys right here. There's a ton of weights on the front and on the rear of pretty much every wheel on the truck. Luckily the truck does ride pretty smooth, isn't like out of whack or anything, still drives straight. Of course, you know, with the lugs, it's kind of rough riding up until about 20-25 miles an hour, but once you hit 30, it kind of smooths out and actually rides pretty good. I mean, at least for a 1998 Dodge Ram 1500, so definitely not a Cadillac, but I think with the wheel and tire setup, it's definitely worth a little bit of rough ride there in the beginning. I mean, it's a super sharp looking truck, pretty much turning out to be the look of the truck I've wanted for like I said, the last 3 years. I've wanted a set of welds and boggers for the truck, and obviously a couple things we still have left to do. We have to get new lug nuts, because the lug nuts that I have, I'm missing actually one pretty much each wheel. And then also the lugs that I have, or I'm sorry, the lug nuts that I have stick out. The center caps I'm looking for are actually kind of like a flat disc, so they won't fit with the lug nuts that I have. So I have to get a different set of lug nuts. I still have to buy center caps, which every time I look for center caps, any ones that I find are still like around $300+ just for the center caps for these wheels. So actually more than I paid for the wheels themselves. But you know, I kind of asked for that when I bought wheels from the 90s, which is no biggie. They're definitely going to be worth it. Still need to wet sand and polish. I don't know if I can show you guys on one of these wheels, but there's kind of some pitting in some of them. You kind of see a little bit right here, but they definitely need to be wet sanded. Pretty much every single wheel. What you're seeing is actually only about 30 to 45 minutes of just compound that I did. With what you guys seen, just a little power cone from Walmart. Just hit them each like for about 30-45 minutes. They're actually not even polished yet. They're just literally just compounded. So if I was to polish them, they actually get a little brighter. I really want them to have that mirror finish. But they're pretty dirty right now. As you can see, the tires, I actually took the truck out to the beach yesterday and was trying to get a video out there for you guys, but the weather once again wasn't cooperating. Hence why we're in my shop. If you guys didn't know, I actually do window tint for a living. So these are all customer cars besides the Cobra, that's a Terminator over here. It's a Whippled, that's actually one of our cars. But the Raptor's a customer's car, is getting a full paint correction that we're doing. The Mercedes actually got tinted today, and the GT500 is also a customer's car as well. But the rain luckily just died down a little bit, and I'm able to record this video. So I just want to go ahead and show you guys the new wheel and tire setup. Hopefully you guys like it as much as I do. Actually, I just forgot to show you, I don't know if you can see it on this side. The rear tire sticks in just a little bit more. Of course, this angle is absolutely atrocious, but the rear tires actually stick in just a little bit more. I would say the front tires stick it out probably like maybe ½ an inch. Nothing too crazy, but we might have to run like a 1/4 inch spacer on the rear. I'm gonna drive around for a little bit, see if it bugs me or not. But if you stand perfectly in the back, sometimes you can see that the rear tire is poked in just a little bit compared to the driver's side. But nothing too crazy to annoy me right now, but if I'm bored one day, I might just go ahead and throw a little 1/4 inch spacer on the rear. But I love how aggressive these tires are. I just think it made the truck look completely different. I've actually got a few compliments on it already, just, you know, pumping gas at the gas station and whatnot. I think a lot of people like the older trucks with the older wheels, but man, these tires made a huge difference. If you were to put like an all-terrain setup on here, I just don't think they would look as well. So that's why I was really wanting an aggressive setup with the tires with these wheels. But man, they are super sharp. But probably gonna go ahead and end the video here, guys. Hope you guys like the new wheels and tires. Definitely let me know down below. I think the next modification for the truck is probably gonna be changing the exhaust. I just haven't been too happy with it. I don't like how dirty the exit is. Actually not even a tip, that's just random pipe coming out the back that came with the kit. So I want to try to raise that up and maybe put like a polished tip or something on the back, or just kind of go with the flow of the wheels. But we'll see how I'm feeling. But as always, guys, I appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks.